now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next.
Please welcome your Cleveland Guardians.
And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Gavin Williams. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road, you're going to have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Got him. One up, one down.
Batting second, first baseman.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. And Singy, you have to think this lefty-heavy lineup is ready to eat in this one with a righty on the hill.
Eat it is, Boog. So many lefties just feel more confident with a righty pitching, giving them that little edge. Doesn't always play out that way in the box score, though, so we'll see what happens in this game.
And now it's Luis Garcia. The 2-1. In the air, left field. Martinez settles under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting third, third baseman, Curtis
Next
Mead.
to hit for the Nats, Curtis Mead. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third. And foul ball. This one in the air, right field. He's got it, and that is that. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Cleveland, and today's starter, P.J. Poulin. What do we have on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Now into the game, Nasim Nunez. He'll play second.
Number 26.
Travis Bazzana digs in for the Guardians.
This afternoon, second baseman, number 37, Travis Bazzana.
Hard liner. Wood makes the grab on the run. Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And up next for Cleveland, Chase DeLauder. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. Popped up to the left into foul ground. and makes the grab. And that's the third out. Scoreless after one. Top of the second. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Strike two. Missed inside with the curve, and an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. One challenge remaining for them now. Comes the 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Nope, that's away.
The 2-2. And a base hit right there. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Next to hit, Jose Tena. Quick toss to first. Lyle dives back in safely. And that's off the inside edge. And a full count now. Nasim Nunez up next for Washington. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The kick, the 3-2. Line drive. Fair ball. Runner around third. The relay to the plate. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One out. Runner at second. Nasim Nunez digging in for the Nationals. This one in the air center field. Kwan drifts towards it. 2 down.
Batting 8th, catcher Drew Millis.
And here's the catcher, Drew Millis. Tena on at second with 2 down. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-2 knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now a pop-up on the infield. Schneemann settles underneath it, and that'll do it. One for the Nationals on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. Here in Cleveland,
Leading
bottom of
off
the
for the
second,
Guardians.
Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
Oh, Manzardo.
The 1-1. To the right side, Garcia. He'll do it himself. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Ball. The 1-2. And there's
That's
the
the
ball.
ball.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Right side. And there's 2 down.
Batting sixth, third baseman,
Daniel Schneemann, the next to hit. Two down, nobody on. Out towards right center field. Young moving under this one. And that is that. The Guardians go down in order. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back now at
Leading off for the
Progressive Field.
Nationals,
Top half of the
center
third
fielder,
inning. Jacob Young
Young.
digging in for the Nationals. This ball's chopped on the ground. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
That's why you
Up
run
next for
hard
the
90
Nationals,
feet. Take nothing
right
for
fielder,
granted, especially
James
when you've
Wood.
got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
Back to the top of the order. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, James Wood. Foul ball there. Young gets his lead at first with nobody out. Close, but call the ball. And it's 2-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ripped to right. One away.
Up next for Washington, first baseman, Luis Garcia.
One out man at first. Luis Garcia getting ready to hit.
Runner,
The 2-1.
yes.
Runner takes off. Fouls one off. 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. It bangs off the wall. Coming home. And they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2.
Up next for
Loud
Washington,
contact leads to
third
the double.
baseman,
I mean, you
Curtis
could tell
Mead.
it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out. Runner at second. Curtis Mead digging in for the Nationals. Man at second. And
That's
ball
4.
4
Take your
to
base.
aboard.
Pretty
Up
easy
next
walk
for
right
the
there. Last
Nationals,
pitch wasn't even much to think about.
C.J. Abrams.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Gavin Williams, done for the afternoon. And it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching.
So
for the
Cleveland
Guardians,
brings on a new reliever,
number
Matt
52.
Festa. He's been so good against lefties.
Festa.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. The relay, safe. In comes the run from second. And they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Dalen Lyle will hit next. 2 on, 1 out. A little bit high, maybe. Ball 3.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Right through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Base hit, 1 run in already. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
And next is the designated hitter, Jose Tena. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. And they'll do it again. Got him. 2 gone.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Here's the 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Up next for the Nationals.
Manager out of the
Drew
dugout,
Millis.
and he's going to make a change. Matt Festa won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, number 98.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Drew Millis now at the plate. Two on, 2 outs. This one in the air, right field. And that's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the K. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So 9 batters come to the plate, 4 of them score. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Nationals 5 and the Guardians nothing.
Now pitching for the
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Andrew Alvarez. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the center fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Center fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And a 1-1.
Ball.
Activity in the Washington bullpen. Brad Lord, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Schultz also throwing. The 2-1. And that one upstairs. Fouled off left side. And a payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting 8th, catcher,
Austin Hedges stands in.
Hedges.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. That one just misses. Hammered, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting 9th, the shortstop.
Here's Brian Rocchio, really thriving with the bat this season here at home. In the dirt, and it scoots away. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And that'll load the bases.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
So back to the top of the order. So in now for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana. That one fouled off. Kwan at third. Hedges at second. Rocchio at first with no outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
All loaded up. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here. Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. The next offering misses. Full count now. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Next for the Guardians, right fielder, Chase.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Andrew Alvarez out of the game, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for the
On to pitch now for the Nationals, Gus Varland.
Well, no margin for error in terms of
The 1-1 is fouled off.
if they don't pick up at least one run here, this will be a very disappointing inning. When you load the bases with nobody out, you've got to get at least one run. You're thinking 2 to 3, so they need a big hit right here.
And now it's even up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And it stays fair. One run is in. Another comes in to score. It's 5-2. Play at the plate, and they cut him down. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Nationals 5 and the Guardians 2. Back here in Cleveland, on to the 4th, Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals. Here's a 1-1.
That's a ball.
Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Colin Holderman, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Heron warming up as well. And that's through there for a strike. And now 2-2. Line drive. That's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
James Wood digs in now. Wood struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. And a 2-1 on the way. That one missed.
You know, these Nationals really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
That's a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. To the right side, Manzardo over to second, double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Nationals 5 and the Guardians 2. Bottom four, now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
Kyle Manzardo.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Got him swinging.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez.
Fielder, Angel Martinez.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. That one ripped. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And here is Daniel Schneemann. Here's a 1-1. In the air, left field. Diving, makes the grab. What a play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more.
Orlando Rivalta taking over on the mound.
Orlando Rivalta.
Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. On a line, and this one looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. And they cut the lead to 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Austin Hedges now. This one in the air, center field. Young under it. And that will end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 5-3. Here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 5th. Curtis Mead digging in for the Nationals. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. For C.J. Abrams
For
now.
Washington, shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Late on that fastball. On the ground to the left. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Up next for Washington.
Man, that was a
left
great
fielder,
effort to
Dalen
lunge and
Lyle.
pick that one at first. The throw was way short, but he almost bailed him out. Just couldn't get it to stick in the mitt.
One down. Here's the left fielder, Dalen Lyle.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw safe. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, and he's
Head
out.
on the tag.
When you're on base and you've got outfielders that can throw, you got to make sure you have a really good secondary lead and you read the ball off the bat. The outfielder came up throwing that time and threw on the money. Really nice job to prevent that run.
Up now for Washington, Jose Tena.
Nope. That's inside.
Here's a 2-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nationals leave 1, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching for
We're
Washington.
back, and on the mound is the closer, Clayton Beater.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
For the Guardians.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio.
Rocchio.
Swing and a foul out of play. Got him. 1 down.
Up next for the Guardians. Second
Back to the top of the order now. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Travis Bazzana. The 1-1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Swings through that one. What a stop. Over to first. Pretty nice play there.
Up next for the Guardians. Designated hitter, Jose Ramirez.
So it's their last chance in this one. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, nobody on. Beater is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
A 5